Hello everyone, back again from the Goodwill Bargain Bin. Some more thrift store finds, starting off with just a couple of video games and things that were in there with the DVDs. Stacks upon stacks next to me here of DVDs again to go through. Sid Meier's Civilization 4 Gold Edition, complete in here. Shaun White snowboarding for the Wii. A few Blu-rays with Terminator Salvation, the Director's Cut, and SWAT. And the stacks of DVDs, starting off with Spider-Man 2. It's an interesting one. I've never seen this particular bonus disc before. This VH1 Go Inside Spider-Man. Just sort of an odd one to see copies of this just about every time I go, but I've never encountered one with that particular bonus disc. The X-Men Collection, first 3 movies. Carol Burnett Show. This is a anniversary, like a reunion special. For your consideration, Netflix's series The Crown, which is interesting. Normally the For Your Consideration ones that I stumble upon are just a couple episodes as like a representation of the show. This is the entire, I believe, first season, like a 4-disc set. I don't really see that very frequently with an entire season of a show. Survivor, which the complete 7th season, Pearl Islands, Three's Company Season 1, The Last Detective, Series 3, Mad Men Season 4, a bunch of these multi-movie pack collections. I like these, like if you want them for yourself, they're great space savers. They also will sell better with kind of cool collections and stuff. We have Action Classics Unleashed. I've seen this one a bunch of times, this 4-picture with Miami Vice, Casino, Traffic, and Eastern Promises. A holiday 4-film collection. Another one of the Action Classics Unleashed. An 8-family adventure movie pack. Romantic comedy collection. This is an interesting one that I got because it was a sealed set. This is Wire Sculpture, complete intermediate series. So it is a crafting, like how-to video series with like a booklet and DVD for crafting with wire sculpture. Just an oddity that was in there. Sesame Street 1, 2, 3, Count With Me with Ernie. Armageddon. Walk the Line. One of those Beach Body sets, again only grabbed because it was sealed. The Hangover, Lion King 1.5, Fahrenheit 9/11, Match Point, The Help, Red 2, White House Down, Ali, the Will Smith movie, Norbit, some Pilates beginning workout, Rango, Pit Pony, Trainwreck, The Last Castle, Olympus Has Fallen, Do You Believe in Miracles? This is the history of the 1980 U.S. hockey team, Goodfellas, Mean Girls, Chill Factor, Panic Room, Wedding Crashers, Starsky and Hutch, Evan Almighty, The Holiday, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, American Beauty, American Gangster, Son of God, Casino Royale, 9 Months, 6 Days, 7 Nights, Arlington, Field of Honor, National Geographic, Original Sin, Invincible, Shall We Dance, The American President, Hotel Transylvania, Unbreakable, Under the Tuscan Sun, A Walk to Remember, Remember the Titans, Ocean's 12, Way of the Gun, Pain and Gain, Chicken Little, Terms of Endearment, 50 First Dates, Lady in the Water with the lenticular cover, There's Something About Mary, Black Beauty, Iwo Jima, 36 Days of Hell, True Story, Tower Heist, March of the Penguins, another March of the Penguins, multiple sealed March of the Penguins, a full screen and a widescreen. It's kind of an interesting one. And we have Brer Rabbit, The Women, Mississippi Burning, Finding Nemo, 8 Mile, Clear and Present Danger, The Baby Einstein Wild Animal Safari, Click Clack Moo, Storybook Treasures, Mr. Peabody and Sherman, not the like the show, the weird CG animated movie. Finding Forrester, Project X, Wild Horses, a couple of copies of Milo and Otis, What Dreams May Come, Left Behind 2, The Lake House, Kate and Leopold, The Night Before Christmas, Ricochet, The Taming of the Shrew, this Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy double feature here. Interesting, I've never seen it with the flipping, artwork there. Waiting to Exhale, Harry Potter, The Order of the Phoenix, Hero, Leatherheads, Iron Man, the Ultimate 2-disc edition, Jet Li's Red Dragon, Cheetah Girls, 5 Flights Up, Save a Life, The Bounty Hunter, Lower Learning, Tron, the 2-disc collector's edition set, From Here to Eternity, Brigadoon, A Few Good Men and Jerry Maguire, double feature, My Sister's Keeper, Zero Dark 30, Monsters Ball, Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban, Jack the Giant Slayer, 300, Sony Chiba, Street Fighter, and Return of the Street Fighter. That's kind of a cool double feature. Where the Heart Is, Majestic Kim Collingsworth, Soul Surfer, the Infinifilm version of Goldmember, 3rd Austin Powers, Walkout, Jane Fonda, Horrible Bosses, Talladega Nights, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, My Best Friend's Wedding, Wimbledon, Gangs of New York, Atonement, Just Go With It, Dirty Dancing Ultimate Edition, Because of Winn-Dixie, Dr. Dolittle 2, Ice Age, The Meltdown, Yogi Bear, the CG movie, Shrek, Happy Feet, Where the Wild Things Are, Steel Magnolias, National Lampoon's Van Wilder, the 2-disc edition, the Russell Crowe Robin Hood, Showtime, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, Sesame Street, Do the Alphabet, Jack the Giant Slayer, The Adventures of Pinocchio, the one with JTT, I was 8-film collection, Characters of Courage, Bad Boys, Hercules, the rock version, Rocky, Legally Blonde 2, the Get Smart movie, Sherlock Holmes, King Arthur Director's Cut, When a Stranger Calls, Taken 3, Blue Valentine, A True Love Story, Last Chance Harvey, Mission Impossible 3, Snow White and the Huntsman, The Ring 2, The Witch in the Window, House Bunny, RV, The Matrix, Lethal Weapon 4, and Joyride. So that finishes out the DVDs so far. Now for VHS, we have That Touch of Mink, Cary Grant and Doris Day, a few of the Beatrix Potter children's storybook collections, Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, and Winnie the Pooh, Day for Eeyore, Wolf Mountain, Firewalker, one of the classic collections of The Twilight Zone with The Living Doll and Eye of the Beholder. A few real classic recognizable episodes, and this is cool, the widescreen THX remastered edition of Jaws. For music finds, we have Listen to the Mockingbird, pretty much all CDs except this one weird little, just grabbed it because it was sealed, this little mini vinyl, Frank Sinatra, Jingle Bells, and Silent Night, kind of a stocking stuffer kind of thing. It's Michael Crawford, Enya, Silly Songs, Celine Dion, Michael Bolton, Miss Saigon, Josh Groban, Michael Bublé, Lionel Richie, highlights from the Phantom of the Opera, Grace Potter and the Nocturnals, The Lion, the Beast, the Beat Deluxe Edition, the soundtrack to Demolition Man, that's pretty cool, Hungarian Gypsy Music, and Crime Jazz. Getting into the books, starting off with this Marvel Comics collection of Hercules, Prince of Power. Then we have a real cool vintage Felix the Cat, that was interesting. Sesame Street, I Am a Monster. Some Berenstain Bears. Spacefarers, Voyage Through the Universe. A lot of really cool pictures in that one. Do You Want to See Something? Some DuckTales. My Father's Dragon. Pinocchio, A Magical Story. This is one that's interesting. I've never seen this particular edition with the lenticular cover, so it's just kind of a cool, interesting one. There's some of the Rainbow Magic series, Jack Frost, Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets, and the Dragon Slayers Academy. This is a nice edition of Alice in Wonderland. This is definitely a cool vintage one. I like some of the artwork in there as well. Some classic Goosebumps. Star Wars X-Wing, Solo Command. Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and Other Stories. The Little Box of Beatles, little collection of biographies for the Beatles. Earthing, the most important health discovery ever. Best of the Best from Pennsylvania cookbook. It's an interesting kind of this collection of recipes, and it's full color too. A lot of cookbooks they aren't, but a lot of the stuff's in color, which is really nice, and has interesting recipes for sort of touristy areas within Pennsylvania. Some Bruce Coville with The Ghost in the Third Row. Great Illustrated Classics, Oliver Twist. Some Gary Paulson, Cook Camp. Dear America. Last Sacrifice. The Loneliest Girl in the Universe. And 13 Reasons Why. So yeah, definitely a great morning, especially after the insane weekend at the bookstore, the library book sale, to then go and find a list of the bins, and we'll be going back before too long, so look back for even more. And if you haven't caught up yet, make sure you check out those book sale finds videos, because the sci-fi stuff in particular was pretty fantastic.